Good evening, and welcome to this special edition of Wanderings and Wool Gathering. I'm not giving it an episode number because we are not reviewing an album tonight. We're not really having a conversation because it's just me. But I wanted to come on tonight because I couldn't wait till our next show. I got something special that I want to unbox tonight and take a look at that. It is the Mayonnaise single from Smashing Pumpkins, and I believe, if I remember correctly, the front side is the standard version and the back side is the live version, acoustic, of Mayonnaise. And I know anybody who is aware of the show knows that Smashing Pumpkins, along with Rush and Slipknot and Public Enemy, are my favorite bands. And the 90s were pretty much dominated for me by Smashing Pumpkins. And in particular, Siamese Dream record came out in 1993. It is, I think, the best album ever written, recorded, whatever you want to say. It's probably my favorite album of all time. And on that record is a song called Mayonnaise, and that is one of my top 5 songs of all time. It's actually my wife's favorite Smashing Pumpkins songs as well. We enjoy that together. And the album is chock full. It's one of those albums when people on Twitter or wherever they say, hey, what's an album that you can listen to beginning to end and you don't have to skip any songs years after the fact? This is one of those. It is top notch from beginning to end. And that 3 group with Gish and Melancholy there, fantastic three albums in a row. But like I said, Mayonnaise is my favorite song. And so recently they did a concert, and it was a 30th anniversary of the release of Siamese Dream. And back in the day, way back in Tower Records in Chicago, they played an acoustic show and played all of these songs. So they did a recreation of that at Madame Zuzu's. They recreated the Tower Records outside and tried to recapture as much of that as they could. And that happened on September 17th. During that show, they announced that there would be this special release of this vinyl, and that some of them would be signed. It was a little more expensive, but the entire band would sign it. So I was in. I got there immediately and purchased it. And by the time I went back and looked, people were on Twitter already saying that it had sold out. So I'm glad I jumped in as quickly as I did. The only bummer of the whole thing, clearly, is that it won't have Darcy, original member of the Smashing Pumpkins. And I mean, she's been gone for a long time. Clearly does not want to be a part of the band. So I've kind of moved on as far as that goes. But they did have a couple of members who've been traveling in concert because they have such a heavily layered sound. They needed an extra guitarist, and Jeff Schroeder, he was that guy now for probably, I think, the last 15 years. He was amazing. He just left the band. He wanted to go out and try something on his own. Amicable split, really good. And then the bassist who took the place of Darcy is Jack Bates. And he is the son of Peter Hook. He is in Joy Division and New Order. I think you may not know those bands necessarily, but you would know the songs Love Will Tear Us Apart and Bizarre Love Triangle. If you heard those are, early 80s staples. Like 120 Minutes, if you used to watch that show on MTV, those would be the songs that you would hear on there, and you would love those songs. So he's the son of that guy. So he's a pretty legit dude, and he does a nice job in concert. I don't think he actually creates much of the music, but when it comes to the Pumpkins, it was largely, Jimmy and Billy anyway. So, but I'm excited. I wanted a chance to have Billy's autograph. Jimmy Chamberlain, who I think, along with Neil Peart, is, those are generational talents when it comes to drums. 2 of the best of all time, and wanted to have their autograph. So let's check this out and see how they signed it, where they signed it, all that good stuff. And then I'll give it a spin. Clearly, I'm not going to do that now because Facebook would kick me off if they heard some kind of trademark music. So thank you for your purchase. This is an archival recording presented in the best possible form. Great care has been taken to minimize the defects of the original recording without altering the performance therein. In some cases, you may hear extemporaneous noise found on the original master recording or the limitations of the media used to capture the performance. At best, these are historic recordings and are presented as documents, perfect, imperfect, and absolutely live. We appreciate your support and look forward to sharing future releases with you. Sincerely, the Smashing Pumpkins archive team. Alrighty. So here, Martha's music. I don't know if you can see this. This is side A, Mayonnaise studio version. And the back side is side B, the live acoustic Euphoria version. Very cool. It is super pink, if you could see that. Very, very pink record. And then here we go with the band's autographs. Very clear and easy to see. Billy. It's going to be tough to figure out Jimmy, Jack, Jeff, and James. I believe that's James over there. There you have it. Let's see if there's anything inside. Nope. That is it. So I have it. It is Mayonnaise. It's the best ever. It is a very pink and green combo we've got going here. I'm going to check out at this point because I have to pop this on and listen to this vinyl immediately to see how it is. Before I do go, I want to let everyone know. Oh, first of all, we have a comment. I love that song too. I bet you know why. If that is Marianne, I do know why. And we both love it. Fantastic. And you can come down and listen to it on vinyl if you want. How about that? I want to post this banner. The show is moving to Twitch. And so we're going to start streaming on Twitch and see if we can get more interaction during the show. We think it's going to be a much better location for the show to talk about music. We really like talking about it. We just don't want to post a product out there of us talking about it. We want to communicate with people about these records because Metalhead and Tony and I, we talk with each other all the time, but we really want to get some outside views when we're talking about these records. So twitch.tv/FoggiesPalWW. That is me. I actually had to add the WW for Wanderings and Wool Gathering to the end because somebody, believe it or not, has Foggy's Pal over there, which I've had that handle for 20 years or more on social media. So I was a little surprised that somebody else had one. So it's fine with the WW. It represents the show. That's all good. So twitch.tv/Foggy's Pal WW. And Metalhead Monday is twitch.tv/Metalhead Monday WW. Teabag should be joining us. And so I will post that one when we get it. But look for some updates over the next month or so. But we're planning to switch over there completely. And we'll still be posting all those to YouTube as well. So don't forget to follow us. And until next time, I'll see you. Let's play this outro.